Let me also add my gratitude for the opportunity to brief Council. Secretary General, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As already said, my name is Linda Vilakazi. I come from South Africa in Johannesburg. I'm an African and care deeply about the equal treatment of all people, in particular women's inclusion at all levels of society. I work for the ZMDT Development Trust, where I coordinate the African Women in Dialogue platform, which was launched in 2018. Our collective experience gained through the successful 16-year-long journey of the South African Women in Dialogue platform, as already told by my colleague, Ms. Naledi Maite, led to the realization that an impressive number of African women occupy various important positions at local and global stages, which we applaud and celebrate. However, we noted that as a continent, we haven't as yet built a mechanism to help us access and utilize their experience and expertise to the benefit of all. This even made it more pronounced to us that as a continent, we do lack a mechanism to meet as African women on African soil. Often, we are convened by others outside the continent at their expense and their agenda. For an example, we meet at the annual Davos World Economic Forums, we meet at the UN Commission on the Status of Women and many other platforms. Although such exposure is necessary, its outcomes seldomly translates into real value for the masses of Africans back home, in particular the marginalized women. This realization motivated us to take the AfWID model, as shared earlier by my colleague, to the continent. So in November 2018, from the 19th to the 23rd, backed by many African women, we successfully launched the African Women in Dialogue platform, held over 5 days, attended by 1,000 women from 16 Southern African Development Community countries and beyond. It was held in Johannesburg, South Africa. Bolstered by this successful inaugural launch, we are now ready this year to host the 2019 dialogue, to be attended by yet another cohort of 1,000 women coming now from all 55 African countries. This is an unprecedented achievement, setting the bar for future dialogues. Similarly to the AfWID model, the African Women in Dialogue platform is designed to be inclusive, open to all, non-hierarchical, and non-partisan. Our inclusivity guide insists on a 60% attendance by grassroots women and marginalized women. These are the women we often speak about and purport to represent. Our aim is to bring them into the room, for their experience, voice, and power is part of the essential ingredients necessary to help us unite, heal our continent towards a peaceful coexistence. Women attend as individuals at this dialogue, not representing any specific mandate except our personal views, using these to find solutions to our various struggles. At the dialogue, all women are treated as equals, with no class levels. We do not stand on ceremony, yet we do recognize the experiences brought by each woman in the room. The AfWID Week, as such, becomes a festival of ideas, guided by an agenda for a peaceful, just, and better continent, with women connecting, learning from each other, sharing as they showcase incredible work by women from villages, towns, and communities across the continent. Our model is simple, yet requiring of patience, resourcing, and appreciation of the individualness of each woman attending. The model requires conscious and deliberate attention to the requisite support needed to maximize each participant's presence and contribution. Of course, beyond the 5-day dialogue, the platform seeks to continue an ongoing chain of women connected throughout the years, using dialogue to overcome barriers and find solutions. We do this work fully aware that it is no easy task. It is expensive, complex, shrouded in stereotypes, and requires hard work. As my colleague Ms. Maite already alluded, dialogue has the benefit to help us rise above our differences and seek that which binds us. It is proven that dialogue spaces can be used as platforms for development whilst acting as preventative systems for potential conflict and can bring about post-conflict resolution. As such, the agenda for our 2019 5-day dialogue attests to this, as we cover a broad range of topics, from entrepreneurship to women's economic opportunities to unpacking the fourth industrial revolution opportunities, challenges, and even the inherent threats, to discussing issues of African feminism. We even train women on how to use dialogue as a tool for mediation. We attend to self-mastery discussions, as well as this year we'll be reviewing the UNSCR Resolution 35 as well as the Beijing Plus 25, amongst many others we discussed over the time. As we speak now, the team back home is finalizing logistics for this unparalleled November 4th to 8th Dialogue 2019. It is possible that some of the African leaders present in this meeting are bound to hear of the group of women back home challenging your officials to provide them with travel documents to go join other African women in Johannesburg. Some of these women have never traveled outside of their villages, and such at first they have to apply for a birth certificate, then a passport, and finally a visa, which are issues of identity and are still central to building peace in this continent. All of this is taxing and expensive both financially, emotionally, and in time. So please do lend a hand if you come across such requests. In essence, the African Women in Dialogue platform presents a unique, much-needed opportunity for all of us to be authentic about the involvement of African women in their diversities as active players in conflict prevention and preventative diplomacy. It is a known fact that the ongoing conflict in Africa continues to form the bulk of items on the agenda of the United Nations Security Council, and we wish to change this for the better. We therefore seek your support as Council, that through your multilateral agreements you help support and enable the African Women in Dialogue processes as located at villages, communities, and country levels. The commitments made by this body under the agenda Peace and Security in Africa towards silencing guns by 2020 will remain an elusive ideal, amongst others, if women and youth are not adequately engaged as co-participants in the ongoing peace-building process. Article 33, Chapter 6 of the UN Charter states that parties to a dispute shall seek a solution through political means, including negotiation and mediation. For this to happen, we argue that supporting inclusive dialogues, as in the model of the African Women in Dialogue platform, should be the tool used to fulfill this article. It is apparent
Linda is watching as she's working. I sent her this to
her. It has been utilized by the UN system at large,
and she's
the
answered.
Office of the SG in particular through its good office role.
However,
However,
it
this
was
has
the
not always
time.
been regarded as a central pillar of the work of the Security Council. We therefore, as African women, offer that through the African Women in Dialogue platform, this pillar can come to fruition, arguing or urging you to join us as civil society and support grassroots level dialogues led by women in their diversities and oneness. We hope that following this briefing, the UN Security Council will resolve to embrace, support, and adopt the practices of inclusive dialogue as a credible, viable tool for preventative diplomacy, and thereby implore others to do the same. In conclusion, Mr. President, it is our conviction that through this platform, African countries can build and maintain peace by engaging with all women as they operate from their local spaces, connected with others by having participated at the annual dialogue platform. In the final analysis, the objective is to let communities own and drive their peace process, making this a lasting principle that underpins engagement for development and builds social cohesion over African borders. Mr. President, this is our story, our journey, our resolve to convene annually as African women on African soil, driven by an African agenda for inclusive development and maintenance of peace in our communities. I thank you.